predicting fifth-year option decisions for every 2020 first-round pick. This is by Pro Football Focus. For the Browns, Jedrick Wills, fifth-year option amount, $14,175,000, playing time escalator. Pro Football Focus prediction exercise. Wills offers very high floor as a pass protector, earning 3 straight grades of 67.9 or better in that facet. And Cleveland should gladly push an extension decision out one more season, off-season, as they spend big across the rest of the roster. I've said all along, I think Browns fans that don't like Jedrick Wills are viewing him with a, well, he was picked 10th overall. And I think he's kind of a middle-of-the-road left tackle that you hoped and expect would be better than middle of the road.
This is difficult. And, you know, I'm pretty sure we've had these conversations in the past. But for me, and saying you're ready to commit $15 million to Jedrick Wills for 2024, the first thing for me is, you know, and everybody, oh, well, you move on from Wyatt Teller. When's been the game that anybody has talked about Jedrick Wills the way we have talked about Wyatt Teller after some performances Wyatt Teller has had? So for me, that's where it becomes, you know, it's tough. And look, you can say he's young. You can say he made the transition from right tackle. But this is now 3 full seasons. And, you know, to me, you know, and granted, you know, the Browns for next year, you would have Wills this year. For next year, your earliest pick is in round 2. It's a serious question of, you know, well, if you pick up the 5th-year option, are you committed long-term? Or are you going to give him a 5th year now at $15 million to show whether or not he truly is a top 10 left tackle in his league? I haven't seen anything that tells me that that's going to be the case. And if you're going to go pay him $15 million, it's going to cost you a player or two. And, you know, for what maybe those other players are making, would it be better? Would it be a little easier if you could just maybe, you know, start thinking about maybe what's next at left tackle?
Fair enough. Again, you got to have the answer before you make the decision on Jedrick Wills. But again,
even still, if you don't pick up the 5th-year option and Jedrick Wills goes out this year and kills it, you know what, son? You called our bluff. What's it going to take?
Yeah.
4 years, 5 years, what's your deal? You know, and maybe that would be the thing. Maybe, you know, maybe the incentive of, you know, this is it. If we don't see it this year, maybe that would be the incentive. But to give him the 5th year, and for what we've seen, and, you know, is it above average? I'd say it's a little bit above average. Is it something that I'm ready to commit $15 million to or a long-term contract extension to? No, I'm just not comfortable with it.